It's wash day. Welcome back to my channel. I just washed my hair and I'm about to blow it out before I go get it braided down before vacation tomorrow. We leave for Mexico in the morning and I'm running so behind. I went back and forth on if I was gonna do braids or a wig. I wanted to do braids, but of course waited to the last minute and they didn't have any appointments. So it's gonna be a wig trip this time, but I'm getting it sewn down so that I don't have to worry about it. But while I am blowing this hair out, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my hair loss journey. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I have alopecia. I was diagnosed with it at the beginning of 2021. And I had been experiencing hair loss in the middle of my head for years. Like it was like 9 years ago, a hairstylist said something to me about it. She was like, you may want to get this checked. And of course I was just kind of like in denial and never even went and followed up on it. And then of course 9 years later I got to a point where it was impossible to hide. I used to wear sew-ins a lot and I remember I would spend so much time in the morning trying to make sure that my leave out was covering the spot where I didn't really have any hair anymore. And so yeah, it kind of got to a point where like, girl, it's time to do something about this. So I did. I went to a dermatologist and found out that I have a type of alopecia. I'll put it up on the screen because I always struggle with pronouncing it. But it's basically permanent hair loss. We don't really know where it stemmed from. My guess would be my use of relaxers early on, just because I remember I would always have like such an issue with my scalp when I would get a relaxer, like literally burning my skin off, but we kept doing it. So anyway, there wasn't really anything she could do about the balding in the area, but what I've been focused on over the last year and a half or so is just making sure that the hair that I still have around that area is really healthy and strong, and I'm really proud of how far we've come, guys. I'm gonna show you like a before and like where I'm at today. Obviously keep in mind that the hair loss that I experienced is permanent, so unless I take the next step of like a hair transplant, or I think there's other options, but I think the main one is a hair transplant. Unless I do that, there's really not much I can do about the hair loss, but I'm really proud of where we are right now. I don't know if you can see, the hair around here has like really filled in nicely. I remember sitting in the parking lot after going to the dermatologist the first time and just like being in tears. I think I've just always had a really strong attachment to my hair, which by the way, I just did like a bob cut. I don't know if you guys saw the short where I cut my hair into a bob, and it's so much healthier. I'm going to add some of the products that I used in the description box, so be sure to check there. I'll add links for everything. Let me know also if you guys would want to see more about what I've been doing. I'm happy to do this in an upcoming video. Just gonna twist this up really quick. I already put a leave-in conditioner in and it's got like a heat protectant in it, which is nice. If you're new here, I do share fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I guess I said all of that to say basically like if you're experiencing hair loss, it's okay, it's totally normal. When I shared my story and my journey over on Instagram, I was like blown away by how many DMs I got of women who literally have like a similar spot as me, or you know, or just experiencing hair loss but haven't really done anything about it about the same amount of time as me, like 9 years. And I just think about like if I had done something about it when my hairstylist first pointed it out to me, I probably wouldn't have experienced so much loss in the middle of my head. Go see a dermatologist. If you live in Dallas, I go to Dr. Carter. She's a Black woman in the Frisco area and I love her. She's also a soror. Shout out to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. and she looked at me. We took a biopsy just to be sure, but she looked at my scalp and she immediately knew what was going on, and it was just like really helpful to see someone who looks like you and like understands what you're going through. And she helped me stop the spread of the hair loss like almost immediately with the medication that I started taking or putting on my head. I'm using a wide tooth comb today just to kind of detangle, but I also love the tangle teaser. And since I'm blowing it out with a brush that has like fine teeth, I'm not too worried about it not being fully detangled. There was a time I couldn't even wash my own hair at home, okay? So the fact that we're doing this and we feel confident that we're gonna have something very workable when we're done, glory. Okay, so using the Bondi Boost brush today. This is my new bae. I'm not gonna lie, I really like her. I've used it on my wigs. I've used this on my natural hair. I like it a lot. So this is not necessarily a product review, not like a first reveal. I've used it a few times. I know I like it. I'm just sharing it with you in case you are looking for one too. There are, of course, multiple heat settings. I've got my heat protectant on. I've got a lot to do today, so we're gonna turn this baby all the way up and get this hair done so I can move on with my day. All right, this section is done, so I'm just twisting it a little bit and getting it out of the way so I can keep going around my head. So you can see that does not take long at all. I have a whole process where I follow with the T3 styling brush. It's like a heated brush and it does such a nice job of like straightening my hair if that's the look I'm going for. But since I'm just getting it braided, I'm just twisting it, clipping it, and getting it ready for my hairstylist. Yeah, we're fully dry over here, and that didn't take but maybe 3 minutes. It's a powerful brush, which we love, we need, definitely. I was always so intimidated to do my hair at home by myself. And there was a time when I would lose so much hair when I was detangling, but I think I've got this thing down. I think, obviously there's a little bit of shedding, but I really think we've got our own little routine down. I'll do a full wash day, maybe another day, but yeah, we're about to be wigged up for at least a few weeks because I've got Mexico tomorrow for a full 7 days. We'll be home for 4 days and then going to Puerto Rico for 4 nights after we get home. And both of those trips are family trips. My husband's coming with us for the Mexico trip, but then it's like a auntie sister trip with my kids to Puerto Rico with a brand. So I'm excited to share that. But yeah, let's keep the good vibes going. We're almost done here. I should also say you could do smaller sections, but the barrel is so large with this that I feel like I can just go through, top, bottom, and it's getting the job done. I'm trying to get a lot accomplished this afternoon before going out of town, so I'm not doing smaller sections. But yes, you totally could. Last but not least, we're almost through this. All right, that is done. You can keep up with my trip over on Shorts.